Back with more Angel. This is episode 18 of season 1, and I'm very excited to get back into Angel. It's going to be 2 episodes, I think, and then we go back to Buffy. But obviously this is the last one of this cycle, so we're going to have to wait a little bit as I watch other shows before I watch 19. But still, I'm very excited to check back in with Angel and Cordelia and Wesley, see what they're up to. And yeah, last episode was quite something with the whole Angelus popping up, however briefly. Very interesting episode, I did enjoy that quite a bit. I don't mean interesting as in my code for shit. It's normally when I don't like an episode, I'm like, it's interesting. It was a very good episode. So yeah, I'm excited to carry on with the season. It's getting quite close to the end. So yeah, very, very excited to film more. I always intend on being 100% honest in my reactions and letting you guys know stuff. So I just think I'm about 95% sure Faith is going to be in this episode. Just because of comments I got in my Buffy reactions to This Year's Girl and Who Are You. As soon as I finished Who Are You, even before that, I was getting comments like, oh, you should check back in with Angel, see how he's getting on now. You know, ignore your watch order, just go straight to Angel now. You should watch Angel next, you have to watch Angel next. And when I get those comments after a 2-parter that ends with Faith going off in the truck somewhere, and there's now another show that has crossovers with Buffy, it's kind of obvious, I feel, what's going to happen. And even if you say, like, I'm not going to say why, but you should watch Angel now, that's just as obvious as saying the obvious. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Faith is in this one. I won't lie. I don't want to, like, fake her if she turns up. I mean, it would have been if she turns up and I didn't know. But I'm fairly sure that's going to be the case. But if that is the case, then that's exciting because I really like Faith. It's just going to be like, I'm not going to be overly surprised. Which is kind of why I've stepped back from the comments a bit. I still check them out, but not as often as I did. Just because I don't want to get spoiled by the crossovers and stuff, you know? I think it's a really exciting thing to not know if characters are going to pop up. So, like with Oz, like that blew my fucking mind. And Spike, actually, in the same episode. So yeah, I think Faith is in this one. If not, then I probably just won't include all of this yapping. But just something to bear in mind. That's kind of the reason why I don't want to check comments as often as I used to. I still do read them. And I still have people kind of going through them, getting rid of like the major, these spoilery ones. So yeah. Whew. Anyway, I am very, very excited to carry on with Angel and see what's going to happen next. So let's get into it.
Yo, you hanging in the wrong place, man. My boys ain't gonna be too happy when they get here and see what kind of mess you've been.
Yes. That's badass. There she is. Whoa. This could be cool because Angel came very close to like getting through to her.
She's a gypsy.
I looked everywhere.
What would I do without you?
Wither and die.
Oh.
She's not just for you. I get to watch.
Oh. Is this the gypsy that he kills and then they curse him?
I have faith in Angel. If anyone...
Faith is an angel, yeah.
Huh. Wait, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down.
Billy, do something! Yeah, Billy, do something like this.
Yeah, Billy, do something. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Well. Well, she does enjoy the chaos, I suppose. Ooh.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth.
That's a lot of intense staring. Fucking hell.
No.
How did you find out there was a rogue slayer in town?
Part of my job.
I've been reading the police reports.
Oh.
She's been a busy little beaver.
But you don't know where
They're
she
gonna
is.
send Faith after Angel.
Oh, soon enough.
Who is we and why do they know about me when I don't know jack about you? Green is my favorite color. I like black.
Yeah. I noticed. Green's my favourite colour too, so.
Frozen. Why others?
Has he been cursed?
What are you doing? I gave you a soul. A filthy soul. No! You're disgusting.
Darla.
Alright.
Get away from me. Who am I supposed to kill?
Please understand that we would never advocate the killing of another human being. His name's Angel. He's somewhat of a...
Oh
private-
No
shit.
problem.
I don't want you to make me look bad.
Oh!
How do you look now?
She shows initiative.
That's one word for it.
Jesse. Yes, sir? I think you better make it 3 for dinner instead of 4.
Very good, sir.
And he's kind of a busy
Damn,
man.
they're so
that's
casual
the
in,
only
like,
time he has.
Watching disturbing
It's not
things.
the
It's
kind
kind
of
of
case I
creepy.
normally go at. What's wrong with the divorce case?
It's not what we do.
According to the
I would
husband,
quite like to see them
the wife's
handle
being
like a
rich
normal case though.
just to get us through the rough spots. And he
Oh, shit.
30 years on to you. That
Fuck.
was so cool.
Didn't work this time. Last time it kinda did.
It's fun.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Yep.
She was in a coma.
Pretty lively coma.
Yeah.
He didn't know she was coming after me. He was worried about Buffy.
Is she okay?
Yeah.
What can we do?
I'm certainly not going to run and hide.
I like the plan where I'm scarce.
We've got to band together.
Yeah.
Strength in numbers.
2's a number.
She's coming for me. You got a fight coming up? I don't want you getting in the way.
I thought we were a team.
We're not a team. I'm your boss. You go where I tell you, and I tell you to live.
Oh, you're a team.
If there's even a chance she could be reasoned with.
There was. Last year I had a shot at saving her. I was pulling her back from the brink when some
Bullshit.
British guy kidnapped her and made damn sure she'd never trust another living soul.
Hey, baby. Come give us a hug.
I was hoping you'd
I like
stop
how it's
by.
kind of like
Always good to see old friends.
they're using sunlight and light as like the scary areas of the haunted house, if you will.
You didn't shoot to kill. We're gonna have to up the stakes. Get you in the game a little.
What's
Ah,
the game
stakes.
against me, Faith?
Go ahead. Do me. Let's take that hell ride together. Jeez, you're pathetic. You and your little tortured soul. Gotta think everything through. Well, think fast, lover. You don't do me, you know I'm gonna do you.
You're a tortured soul as well. Oh,
Gosh. That one wasn't a blank.
oh shit. Should have kept the gun. Oh, another window broken.
Look, gotta jump. Email me. Good to see you. You too.
Oh my god. Turn into Suits for a minute then, which isn't a bad thing. This is one of my favourite shows.
I remember you throwing one of my clients through a window. Killed him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
That was so cool.
This whole encounter's been digitally recorded on high def, so despite the fact that I'm sure it'd make an entertaining evening watching you fight for your life, not to mention the fortune I can make off the video, I do have a dinner.
His true worst enemy, high def recording.
You know, just when I think I got you figured out, you show up in a suit.
I was thinking I hadn't seen him in a suit before. It felt really weird. Apart from obviously on Bones, but I meant Angel.
2 blocks away. And she managed to break a policeman's jaw with his own handcuffs before she disappeared into the night.
I've had my jaw broken. It's not pleasant. She's going to be in here, isn't she?
Handsome Dennis, let us in. It's all right. It's only Wesley.
Oh, his faith in there, so he's trying to protect her.
I got a little
Well,
problem.
shit.
Faith.
Shut up, Wesley.
Oh boy.
It's not too late.
So cool seeing these two together again.
Because it just keeps me up.
I realize there have been failures on both sides. But I also believe in my heart that you are not a bad person.
Oh! Now!
What do you believe in your heart, huh?
Oh, shit!
Great, Wes. My turn.
Oh my god.
Rudolph!
The red-nosed reindeer. He's gonna let her go though, isn't he? Or maybe not.
I made Wesley come with me just to get a couple of things.
Don't blame
She
yourself
was
for
like
that.
an animal.
I do not have a good feeling about this. Oh, fuck.
All these little cuts.
Oh!
Where's that stiff upper lip?
She's
Now,
terrifying.
we've only done one of the 5 basic torture groups. We've done blunt, but that still leaves sharp, cold, hot, and loud.
Now's not the time to be a completionist.
And even if you kill me, there's just one thing I want you to remember.
What's that, love?
You are a piece of shit.
You should talk.
Oh.
I guess I'll just have to try a little
She almost
harder.
seemed to be expecting some affection there. Oh no. Oh my god. Shit. Poor Wesley. Oh! Oh, he did let her live. Good. Oh my god!
Come on, Angel. I thought you were bad.
Ah!
You can't take me. No one can take me.
This is brutal, man. Oh! Holy! Oh!
Fight back.
Yeah, he's not like hitting her or anything, is he?
I know what you want. And I'm not gonna do it.
She wants him to kill her, I think.
I'm not gonna make it easier for you.
Yeah, she just wants to commit.
I'm bad. I'm Angel. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Please. Angel, please. Please just do it.
Oh my god.
Help me. Just kill me.
She hates herself so much. That's really sad. Fuck. Oh man. Fuck, is that it? That felt like 20 minutes. What an incredible episode. That might be my favourite of the season so far, if not one of them. Like, holy shit. It would have been really cool to have been completely surprised by Faith showing up, but even kind of basically knowing that she was going to be in this one, I can't let that take away anything from this episode, because oh my god, that was stunning. Particularly that last 10 minutes was just relentlessly brutal, both physically and emotionally. I was not expecting to kind of tear up so much at the end. Well, not just tear up, I've shed fucking tears, but you know. Oh man, I wrote so many notes. Where to begin? I suppose we can talk about the whole Wolfram and Hart thing. I like that they were brought back into it and they tied into the whole thing with hiring Faith and stuff, obviously, but they kind of actively decided to get rid of Angel because he's being a right nuisance. I kind of assumed that's what they were building up towards. It was nice to see kind of that happening. And And we met quite a few different lawyers. I don't think we've seen that Lindsay guy before. I don't think we've seen him before. He got a lot of focus. So that's another new evil lawyer. I feel like we'd seen the other two before. I think his name was Lee. And I wrote down Lila because I think she was in The Ring. I think it's the same woman. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I thought it was. But it's cool seeing like these different representatives of Wolfram and Hart and learning a bit more about, you know, how they work and stuff and how far they'll go to kind of get rid of Angel, you know, giving like $15,000 plus a clean slate to you know, this young girl really. I did find it interesting that, you know, Faith did want money as well to like kill Angel, but I think honestly if pushed she would have just taken like the clean slate. So I feel like she would try and twist that, and that her getting off with murder would be a way of like erasing it and be like, oh, I didn't actually do it, I got away with it, so I didn't actually do that, that wasn't me. So I felt that would appeal to her even without asking for money. So I thought that was kind of an interesting kind of dynamic with Faith and the law firm. I really liked that a lot. So seeing, you know, more of that kind of company, because obviously they've been around since the pilot, was really cool. And very little thing, but I really liked Dennis the ghost. I like that he was trying to not let Cordelia get into the apartment because Faith was there. I thought that was really wholesome. I really like it when they keep referring to the fact that Cordelia does like live with a ghost. I think that's really cool. So those little moments with Dennis I always really do like. So that was all cool. And you know, Cordelia I don't think had a lot to do in this episode as a whole, but her presence is still noted as always, and I did very much like her concern for Wesley, and almost her blaming herself for him getting captured when she was like, you know, I asked him to come back with me to get some stuff. And also when Angel was talking on the phone to Giles about what Faith had done to Buffy and stuff, and Cordelia asked if Buffy was okay. Like, just those little moments, I'm like, I do miss her interacting with the Scooby Gang. But, you know, I think she is much better off on her own show where she gets a lot more time to shine. Not her own show, you know what I mean, but on Angel where there's, like, a lot less characters to juggle, for now. What else? Well, just the whole idea of, like, redemption, I think, is a big thing in Angel. Cordelia wanted to be redeemed for what she was like at high school. Wesley wanted to be redeemed for all his failings with the council and stuff. Angel wants to be redeemed with all the stuff he did as Angelus. And Doyle wanted to be redeemed too. So it was kind of cool to see Faith kind of come here, and I'm hoping, you know, that ending scene, she really broke down. I love that she broke down in front of Angel as well, because he came so close, like they mentioned in this episode, to kind of getting through to her in season 3 of Buffy. So I love that they kind of addressed that and had Angel be the one who could kind of ironically save Faith's soul, hopefully. I think that's kind of where they're going for with that ending. I think I would be a bit disappointed if she just went back to being evil and killing everything again after we had that immense breakdown at the end. So I feel like they're going to at least try and redeem her, or at least help her through to a better path. We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, she didn't die, so that's good. I thought maybe if she's going to be an angel, it's going to be like a one-off thing, but I'm hoping she sticks around for a little bit. Because they can't just not have her in the next one, surely. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they'll just say, oh yeah, she's asleep. She's just asleep. But yeah, all of that kind of theme of redemption, I like that Faith is kind of brought into that, hopefully. And yeah, before I really talk into the whole Faith thing as well, the flashbacks we got. There's so much going on, I almost forget about the flashbacks until they start happening again. But it was cool seeing that with Angelus and Darla and stuff, and seeing him kill the gypsy that kind of triggered the curse, or got the people to curse him, I mean by that. And him kind of dealing with the immediate aftermath of that, seeing Darla's reaction to that was really cool. So I really liked those flashbacks because we were kind of there, we were seeing Angel almost at his lowest, and seeing him break down over all of his sins and everything he'd done. And obviously that's kind of a direct parallel to Faith in this episode, because I feel like she was almost at her lowest here. The things she was doing to Wesley and stuff, kind of awful, somewhat unforgivable actions, I feel. And she hates herself like so much, and Angel at that point, when he was like reliving all these things he'd done, he hated himself so much too, and he just broke down in front of Darla in this case, and we saw Faith completely break down in front of Angel. So the parallels between Angelus / Angel in the flashbacks and Faith, I thought worked really well. So that was really cool to see as well. I really liked the flashbacks. And a few observations about Faith as well. I really liked the image of her with the shattered glass and like dropping that and it smashing everything. Because I feel like what they could be doing with Faith and her story anyway, I think it could resemble a lot of like a shattered glass window and glass shattering, because you could glue it all back together if you wanted to, but the cracks would still be there. So it would be like fixed, but still never the same, not what it used to be. And I feel like that's Faith as a character, basically. She's been broken so much, as we saw in Buffy season 3. Trust taken away from her and betrayed again and again. She did really bad things too. It was kind of like the glass window shattering. And in, to an extent, the Buffy two-parter and in this episode, it was kind of gluing the window back together, I feel. So she could be on the better path than what she was, but will she ever be the same again? Probably not, and that's probably for the best. But yeah, she'll always be broken even if she's put back together, if that analogy works for like shattered glass. So I really like that kind of image, and obviously it was blood stained as well, because I assume it had Wesley's blood on it. Poor Wesley, like fuck, he went through some shit in this one. So I liked that kind of thing as well, and the scene where Faith kind of started this fight in the club, and then it became like loads of different fights, and she was just dancing around it because she like lives in the chaos, and it's just so natural to her for her to enjoy the chaos. So that was a cool kind of image as well, seeing that. So yeah, just really now talk about Faith as a whole. I love that. I feel like she's very well suited to Angel as well. The show. She kind of slotted in very nicely. It was such a good point, I think, to have Faith appear, because the previous episode, Angel had just experienced being Angelus again. So that's probably all really raw and still on his mind, very much so. So I felt like he'd be even more understanding when Faith shows up, kind of needing this redemption, and he's literally just experienced what he used to be like again. So I think he'd be more willing to help her in that sense. And yeah, the way they explored, you know, Faith's past with Angel and with Wesley, I thought was done very well. That scene where she was torturing Wesley was so hard to watch because it was just so brutal. And that last fight with Angel and Faith, like, oh my god. I thought that was so well kind of put together and filmed and everything, choreographed. But yeah, kind of Wesley accepting that there were feelings on both sides was really cool to see. And yet, you know, he was going to call her like a little shit and stuff. And when Faith hit Cordelia, he thumped her like holy shit. We've seen there's kind of like that edge to him in the past, like when he skewered the guy with the crossbow arrow thing. I think that was in the ring to try and get information about where Angel was. And even at the start of this episode, you know, him and Angel were pretty badass in that sequence at the start of the car and everything. So there's definitely this edge to him, and Faith was almost impressed by that when he started fighting back. That's kind of what she wanted, because I feel like she wanted people to hate her because it was just the easy thing to do, instead of like, accepting the bad things you've done and trying to move forward, because obviously that's going to be so hard to kind of fix yourself. Because if you want to fix yourself, you have to accept who you are, and Faith has never wanted to do that, which is kind of funny because she was in an episode of Buffy called Who Are You? But I feel like she may be beginning to reach that point where she's just going to accept who she is and change it. which I'm hoping is where they're going to go with the character, because I'd love to see that, honestly. But yeah, the whole torture thing with Wesley was, oh my god, like, so awful. And I can completely understand where Faith was not coming from to an extent, because, you know, if I were Wesley, I don't think I'd ever be able to forgive Faith for what she just did to him. So I'm intrigued to see his reaction. But it was great seeing those two characters together again. I'm hoping he is giving her sort of a chance because he dropped the knife at the end. Maybe it's symbolic of that. He could have still just gone if he wanted to, but he didn't. He kind of, I think he could kind of see what was running through her head. You know, she's still a very young girl, and you know, she lost like parents or guardian figure after guardian figure, and she's been through some shit. And yeah, I'm not like giving her a pass because she's done some truly horrible stuff that she shouldn't have done. But I also do feel a sense of sympathy for her and empathy for some of the things she's gone through. She's just a very complex, complicated character, and I think Eliza Dushku is awesome as Faith. And that last scene, that performance she gave, normally when you see it in like semi-TV shows and movies and stuff, where someone like lashes out and starts like hitting someone in the chest or something, like being all angry, like, oh, you did this, blah, blah, and then they like, start crying and the person's like holding them and stuff. I normally find that really cheesy and cringy. But I didn't with this kind of version with Angel and Faith, when she just broke down. And I think a lot of that came from Eliza's performance. She was incredible in that last scene. Like, she just went for it, you know, screaming that I'm evil and to kill her and stuff like that. It's just so sad seeing someone hate themselves so much. Can relate. But that whole that final sequence, like, I feel like this is a big turning point for Faith, and it's very interesting that that happens on Angel and not the show in which she was introduced on. But it does also make sense because Angel is kind of the king of redemption, and he was the one who nearly got through to her before, so it makes sense that he'd be able to get through to her again. But yeah, you know, I still don't think she should be forgiven for everything she's done. Like, what she did to Wesley in this episode was awful. But I still find myself sympathising with her, which I think is a testament to the performance and the writing of her. Because, man, damn, what an incredible character she is. I love Faith. Give her own show. Maybe a bit late now, because I know that doesn't happen, but still. Yeah, I loved everything they did with Faith in this episode. It was great having her show up again, seeing her kind of fit in with this crowd and Angel and these characters and stuff. See her almost at her lowest and hopefully begin a journey to change herself for the better, because, man, I can't get over that last 10 minutes, like how unrelenting that was. Like, man, incredible. Like, this episode was so good. I was really blown away by it. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. I'm hoping we're getting a follow-up to this in the next episode. I hope they didn't just say, like, oh, she's gone away again, she's travelling to find herself, but she's on a better path. I'm hoping Faith sticks around for a little bit more. Or she just joins the team. That would be cool. I'd be alright with that. But I'm not sure Wesley would particularly agree to that. But yeah, what a phenomenal episode. I loved it. All the flashbacks, all the stuff with Faith, it was all done so well. And I can't wait to hopefully see where they take this next. Because, you know, we still have the whole Wolfram and Hart thing to deal with, I imagine, before the end of the season. But we still have, 4 episodes left? So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, what an incredible episode. I loved it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And my next Buffyverse reaction, obviously I need to watch The 100 and Once Upon a Time again before I get back into Buffyverse, but it will be episode 19 of Angel, and then I believe it will be 20 and 21 of Buffy. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen next. But what a phenomenal episode. Like, man, really good stuff. Yeah, that was nuts. And yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.